Welcome everyone to the May 20th, 2021 Board of Selectmen meeting. In accordance with the governor's order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, general law, chapter 30A, section 20, relating to the 2020 novel coronavirus outbreak emergency. The May 20, 2021 public meeting of the Board of Selectmen shall be physically closed to the public to avoid group congregation. However, to view this meeting in progress, please go to facebook.com/LakeCAM, and you do not need a Facebook account to view this meeting. This meeting will be recorded and available to be viewed at a later date at LakeCAM.tv. I'm just going to check to be sure everyone is here and can see us. Rich LaCamera, Selectman.
Here.
Lorraine Carboni, Selectman.
Here.
Tracy Craig McGee, Executive Assistant to the Selectman Town Administrator.
Here.
And I would like to officially introduce Ari Sky, who is our new town administrator in Lakeville. Welcome to Ari.
Here.
Nice to have you with us. I think this is your first official meeting. Only a couple of things on the agenda real quickly today. So the first thing on the agenda is to discuss and possible vote to issue a one-day special all alcoholic beverages license to Pam Quinn for the Loon Pond Lodge. The event date is May 22nd, 2021. So I don't know if either Tracy or Ari wants to give us a little explanation of what's going on here, or if you want me to do it.
Your choice, Madam Chairman.
Maybe you can give us a summary.
Okay. As you know, the town recently contracted with Boston Tavern to operate Clear Pond Lodge. They have a number of clients in process or in place. There were some issues with their liquor license, which was declined. The approval was declined by the Alcohol Beverage Control Commission. I hadn't received notice last Thursday. However, they already had a number of customers lined up. They have revised and updated their application to address the ABCC's concerns, but in the meantime, it's pending. Under state law, the client, the host, so the event host is allowed to apply for a beverage license on their own name, and the town has the authority to grant a one-day beverage license. So they're requesting that that the board approve on this one-day application to enable the event to go forward with alcohol being served.
Okay, so I'm sure there's going to be some questions, but I'll entertain a motion to approve a one-day all alcoholic beverages special license for Pam Quinn for the Loon Pond Lodge on May 22nd, 2021 from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Does anyone want to make that motion?
So moved.
Okay.
A second.
Okay. Any discussion? No discussion? Okay. All those in favor of approving this one-day alcoholic beverage special license to Pam Quinn? Lorraine Carboni.
Aye.
Rich LaCamera.
Aye.
And Leah Fabian, aye. All right, thank you very much.
Madam Chair, can I ask a question, please, further?
Yep.
As you know, they have a number of events coming up in June, and the pending license needs to require a hearing on June 14th, which is, I guess, tentatively already been scheduled and need to be advertised. My question is that since they're not going to have that license until probably the end of that week, is there other one-day liquor licenses that they're going to have to request? And the reason why I bring it up is that if we need to do something for our next meeting on the 25th, we need to at least put it on the agenda, you know, as a possibility. So I don't know if anybody's talked to Boston Tavern.
Yes, I believe both Ari and Tracy have spoken to them, and they have an alternate plan, I believe. Isn't that correct? They are hiring someone that does have a caterer's license, I believe, to assist them.
Tracy, I believe that's correct, right?
Yes, they are hiring a licensed caterer to serve the alcohol for any events in June. The only time they would need a one-day license would be if the caterer was unavailable to do the event.
Which is, I believe, what happened for this weekend. They couldn't get the caterer to assist them this weekend, so that's why we had to do the one-day license today. But Ari and Tracy have been working on this literally all week, so I'm just glad the event can go off as planned on Saturday. Any other questions on this before we move along? But to your question, Rich, I know that Tracy and Bonnie in the office have, been helping assisting them with questions on trying to get the permitting done properly and all the other things. So there's been a whole lot of work done on this week. Anything else? Okay. So the next agenda item is to discuss putting together a review committee for the request for proposal for internet technology managed services, also known as the ITRFP, I think. I'm not a fan of acronyms. So I think Ari has a recommendation for us on what he'd like to see for a committee. So if you want to help us out with that, Ari, that'd be great.
We received 3 bids for the services. This is a contract that is somewhat time sensitive because the current contract ends June 30th. So we want to get it in place. And if we're, the 3 bids, there's always at least a mathematical possibility of changing vendors, need time for the ramp up and so on. So what I was going to suggest to the board is that we put together a bid review committee that consists of myself, I believe former Selectman Brian Day has volunteered. I was going to also suggest Ryan Maltese from the police department, who's their IT-oriented person. And then if the board would so consider a member of the board as well to serve on the committee, that'd be fine as well. The idea the plan would be to have a meeting to get the RFP responses out to everybody, have a committee meeting early to mid next week. So we're prepared to provide recommendations to the board by either the end of next week or right after Memorial Day. And if the board's willing, we could schedule a special meeting just to handle that one item.
Okay. I do know Brian Day, former selectman, worked on actually putting this RFP together. Yeah. So, and I know Ryan Maltese too does their IT for the police station. And I will bow out of being the IT representative for the selectmen because it is not my forte. So I don't know if either Rich or Lorraine, I know Rich worked on it too. So I don't know what everyone's availability though is. So I think it would be good to have one of the selectmen sit there.
Rich, you're more than welcome to take this on. I know, with regards to the time restraints, I might not have the availability. I know I don't have the availability during the day. So if Rich, I can make it work if you can't do it.
You want to make a motion then, Lorraine?
Sure. I'd like to make a motion to appoint Rich, part of the IT bid committee, to review the 3 IT bids, RFPs that came in.
Okay, I'll step down as chair and second the motion. Any
discussion?
Yep.
Discussion. Would you please vote to appoint the whole committee so it's in the record, please?
Yep, no, I will. I just wanted to be sure that you were okay with doing it before and we'll add you in.
If we can at least just appoint Rich, and then we can, appoint the committee as a whole.
Okay. All right. So we have a motion and a second on the floor to appoint Rich. Let's start with that because that's what we have. All those in favor, Carboni?
Aye.
LaCamera?
Aye.
Fabian? Aye. And I will entertain a motion that we appoint Ari Sky Town Administrator, Brian Day, and Lieutenant Ryan Maltese to the review committee for the IT RFP.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, Carboni?
Aye.
And LaCamera?
Aye.
Fabian? Aye. All right.
Thank you. We'll try to get that moving as fast as we can.
Okay. So under new business, I did just see that the clerk's office sent out a notice. It says the town clerk's office would like to remind residents that the 2021 dog licenses were due on April 30th. Late fees will be waived until June 1st. Please mail in your payments. That late fee is $50. Some of the late fees for the dog stuff come from the state, some are ours, but some of these bigger fees actually come from the state. We don't necessarily have control over them. I can figure that out, but I'm just letting everyone know that the late fees for dog licenses will be waived until June 1st. So if you haven't licensed your dog, please send that license in or reach out to the clerk's office. Does anyone else have new business? Selectman LaCamera?
All set, thank you.
Lorraine?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
Okay, Ari, anything?
No, made it through my first one.
Yeah, okay. Tracy, anything from you? Okay, if that's it, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? I think we have
Carboni, aye.
LaCamera, aye.
Fabian, aye. All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.